And one of the questions I get a lot, either in comments or sometimes in direct mail, is how do I get replacement parts? Or the other one I get, which is kind of silly, is how do I fix this phone? Like this phone is doing something, how do I fix it? Well, if it's not programming related, but it's hardware related, you should just get a new one. And here's why. They're so cheap, guys. Look, if I go on eBay, which is probably one of the best portals I know for finding this kind of thing, although there certainly could be others, there's so many used Nortel parts on there. So like if you go on eBay and you go to the search bar and you type in Nortel, say 7316, and you hit enter, you'll get a list of all kinds of 7316s, anywhere from refurbished for $35 all the way down to just removed from service for like as little as 14 plus shipping, which is 20. Actually, for that I think I just go with the refurb because usually it's backed up by somebody. Anyway, my point is that it's not worth fixing one of these phones when you can just buy a replacement for about 30 bucks. So for instance, when I say it's not programming related, meaning like a lot of times what happens is these displays, the little liquid crystal displays, start to go bad. They get faded. You can't read them anymore. Sometimes the buttons quit working, or the buttons get stuck, or sometimes the receivers stop working. You can't hear. Just buy a new phone. Here's the thing. If you buy the exact same model and you replace, so say I got my mouse hovering over the 7316 here. If you have one of those that's going bad and you buy one of these, exact same model, and replace it, meaning you just unplug the old one, throw it away, and put in this new one, all the programming should stay the same. All right, so it's not going to mess up the programming. All the station, the personality, the extension number, that'll all stay the same. Now, not only can you use something like eBay to find replacement telephones, but you can find things like entire KSUs. The KSU stands for Key System Unit, which is that's the brain. So like for instance, let's see if you can find 616, 6X16. So this is a pretty common small business phone system that a lot of people have. All right, so here, yeah, I can get a used 616 for looks like $100. In some cases, maybe even $50. So if yours gets zapped by lightning or power surge or whatever, you can buy a new one of these. I've got videos on my channel about how to program these things from scratch. Just make sure they come with software. Most of them do, but read the fine print. But I guess my point is that these replacement parts are so cheap. Even the big systems, like let's take an 0x32, which is a fairly used by kind of medium-sized businesses. Let's see if I can find those. Let's see. Looks like I've got. Here's one in a cardboard box. I don't know if that's implying that it's brand new. Oh, it says refurbished. Okay. So $200, $200. In some cases, it would almost be worth having one of these just laying around in your equipment room in case, in case one ever died. Because then what you could do is you could pull the cards and software out of the old one, and then put the new cabinet in place and put the cards back in. And again, you'd have to reprogram it, obviously. But my point being is that these parts are just so cheap. Especially the phones. There's no point in putting up with defective phones when you can buy them online. Let's see, what's a 73, the old stuff. Let's try like a 7310, which was the old style phones. Oh, it's about the same price. I thought those would be a little cheaper, but yeah. All right, so those 7310s, those are real common. What about 7208s? Those are another one that's pretty common. 7208s. No, about the same price. So it looks like the going rate for replacement Nortel Norstar phones is anywhere from 20 to up to about 35, maybe even worst case $40. All right, so I hope you find that helpful. And if it wasn't clear, leave me a comment and I'll try to be even more clear. All right, thanks for watching.